I want to have this. I want to have alkyl group. I'm not giving which alkyl, any alkyl group in general, and I want to have a chloro group at meta position to that alkyl group. Now, another important thing that you must know that will really be a very worthwhile information for you. Halogens are ortho-para directing. All right. When I taught you inductive effect, I did tell you that halogens are electronegative and they have minus I effect. When I taught you resonance, then again I did tell you that halogens have an overall effect of electron withdrawal, although they have lone pair, but the overall effect is electron withdrawal. Now I really did explain you why is that so. That is so because the extent of resonance is very less. In case of chlorine, bromine, iodine, because of the size difference of orbital. In case of fluorine, because of electronegativity, it does not want to give its electron. So it is a general rule for all the halogens. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. Astatine is radioactive. We don't study the chemistry of astatine. So, but for the whole of halogen family, stable elements, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, they are overall electron withdrawing. So chlorine is electron withdrawing, and since it is electron withdrawing, then one might be tempted based upon the discussion we have, and that will be a complete legitimate temptation, that chlorine will be meta directing because it is the orthopara, because it is electron withdrawing. But here will be exception to the rule, and this exception will apply only to halogen and few other groups, but by and large we will imbibe to the rule and take this halogen as an exception. The exception is the halogens are electron withdrawing, but still they are orthopara directing. And this must be engraved into your mind, because you will do this mistake if you don't really pay attention to what I'm saying now. Halogens are electron withdrawing. Electron withdrawing groups are meta directing as per our discussion we had earlier. But this will be an exception to the chart. Halogens are electron withdrawing, but still they are orthopara directing. That's the rule, right? Remember it. Now, to give you a sense, although this is not required much if you remember the rule, but still to give you a sense why it should be so, let me draw two resonating structures. Suppose you have chlorobenzene and then a new incoming electrophile is there. Let me draw, let me first attach it to ortho, and then let me then attach it to meta, and then compare the transition state, compare the intermediate that will be formed. If I attached it to ortho position, then negative charge has to be brought to ortho position like this. So this carbon will gain a positive charge. So we will get an intermediate having positive charge on the carbon which is attached with chlorine, and rest of the two bonds will be drawn as it is. But if I attempt to bring electrophile at the meta position, the negative charge has to be brought at meta position. So there will be a charge on this para position. Like this. Now let's compare. Let's compare the stability. The addition which will give the more stable intermediate, that addition will dominate the other addition, because if the intermediate is more stable, then the transition state will be easily achieved and the RDS will be easily crossed, right? Now this plus charge will undergo resonance with 2 pi bond, because this plus charge is in conjugation with these 2 pi bond. The same case is here as well. This plus charge will undergo resonance with these 2 pi bond, because this plus charge is in conjugation with these 2 pi bonds. I'm not drawing the resonating structure. Hope you have a good grip over resonating structure. You can draw yourself. You can see there will be a resonance with these 2 pi bond. Apart from this, this plus charge also has fortune of having the electronic density from this chlorine, because this plus charge is just adjacent to chlorine. If you draw the resonating structure, the plus charge or any charge, negative charge, plus charge, or even free radical move to alternate carbon. This we studied when we drew resonating structures. If you draw resonating structure, you'll bring negative adjacent to positive, and hence plus charge will come at this position. So plus charge will move at alternate positions. So next time you are drawing the resonating structure, plus charge is going to come at ortho from para, right? Next time you are going to draw the resonating structure, plus charge will leave this carbon and come to this position. So plus charge is coming at ortho and para position. It is not coming at the carbon which is directly attached with chlorine. So this plus charge will not be having any electronic density gushing out from this chlorine. So it will have resonance from these two pi bond, but it will not have any extra electronic density from chlorine. Here you have a arrangement that this plus charge is at the carbon which is directly attached with chlorine, so the electronic density will diffuse out of chlorine orbital, fulfilling some of the deficiency of this plus charge. So this will have a extra stability. Because it will have extra stability, it will dominate over other additions. Rather, this will be very easily crossed, and this will be the exclusive product that we will be reporting, right? So because it is so, that's why this chlorine is electron withdrawing but still ortho para directing, right? That is enough for us to get convinced with this exception. But some of you might be thinking, then why this chlorine atom is electron withdrawing? The chlorine atom is electron withdrawing. When we say chlorine atom is electron withdrawing, the overall effect of chlorine is electron withdrawing from benzene ring. That means it gives electron with resonance, it pumps out electron with inductive effect, but inductive effect dominates resonance because resonance is so weak that inductive effect, electron withdrawn by inductive effect, is more than the electron pumped in by resonance. The reason being this chlorine is of third period, carbon is of second period. The size of the difference in the size of the p orbital is huge, and when the difference in the size of the p orbital is huge, then the tip becomes far apart from each other, and that's why the resonance extent is very less. This we have done in resonance. You can go back to the previous lectures and hear them again. But that is the case when this atom, this ring is neutral. But when you have an electron vacuum like plus charge, when the orbital is completely empty, then the difference size will not matter much. What will matter? You have electronic density here and you have electronic vacuum here. Then no matter whatever the difference in size is there, of course electronic density will rush to fulfill the deficiency, to remove the electronic vacuum that is there in the empty orbital. So this is true that the inductive effect dominates resonance, but you may be tempted to apply the same here, because since the resonance is extent of resonance is less than inductive effect, if you apply the same for the plus charge, then for the plus charge electron withdrawn would be higher than the electron given by resonance. So that will make the situation even worse. But no, when you have electronic vacuum, then the difference in size is not the factor. The factor is you have an empty orbital and you have a completely filled orbital, and the electronic density is bound to go from completely filled orbital to empty orbital. So when you have a plus charge like this, then inductive effect don't dominate the resonance. When you have a neutral ring like this, then inductive effect dominates the resonance. So it becomes electron withdrawing but still ortho para directing. That is the most convincing explanation I can give you. Right. For the sake of this problem, let me make this as ethyl group. Now you have to go and solve this problem, and this is a tricky one. Now, if you have to prepare from this benzene ring, as evident, there are two groups attached, and you have to bring both their groups one by one to the benzene ring. Starting from benzene ring, it will be your choice based upon the directing effect of the two groups, and you have to apply your intellect. Which one do you want to place first on the benzene ring? Let us see. If you want to place chlorine first, if you place chlorine first via halogenation, then you will get chlorobenzene. Now if you want to add alkyl group, this ethyl group, then you can do it via alkylation. But the problem is this Cl, being a halogen, is ortho para directing, as discussed a moment before. So this new incoming electrophile will go either to ortho or to para. It will not be going to meta, but this ethyl is at meta with respect to chloro, so this won't work. If I chose to add this ethyl group before chloro, then this ethyl group can be added via alkylation. Now when we have alkyl benzene and we are carrying out chlorination, the new chlorinium ion, the new electrophile, will go to ortho or para, because alkyl groups, as discussed in the previous problem, by the virtue of hyperconjugation are electron donating and hence ortho para directing. So the new electrophile will go either to ortho or to para. So there is no way the new electrophile can go to meta. So either you bring alkyl group first or you bring a chloro group first, you are not going to get this at any way. So you have to think something else. So what you can do is you bring a different group apart from these two, which is meta directing. Then get the next electrophile at meta and convert the first group into one of the group which has been given here. That is what we can do. So the idea is, suppose I bring a meta directing group here, and then after placing that group I carry out chlorination, then chlorine will come to meta, and somehow I convert that meta directing group to ethyl group, then I'll get this. That is the idea. So this problem will concretize the whole of the thing that we have been discussing since last 1 hour, and I will help you to channelize your thought, your thinking for going about solving these kind of problems. Now here we have only 2 electrophile. In JEE they won't give you more than 2 electrophile, but in cases there can be 3 electrophiles, then situation will become much more complex. Then you have to look at the directing effect of all the 3 groups. Sometimes simply the directing effect might not help, as in this case. Then you have to apply your intellect, you have to articulate a new method, new reactions, and those things will be developed once you spend much time with organic. So the idea is, I'm going to bring a group which is meta directing, and a very wonderful group which is meta directing is, somehow if I bring C double bond O here, because C double bond O, the carbon in C double bond O as discussed previously, is electron deficient. That will make the whole group as meta directing. So I'll take a two carbon group having C double bond O, and I'll carry out acylation, Federal-Kraft acylation. If I carry out Federal-Kraft acylation, this is going to result in acetophenone, right? Like this. Now this is meta directing. Now I can carry out chlorination. If I carry out chlorination now, then the chlorine will go to meta position, as this is meta directing because this is electron withdrawing. So chlorine has gone to meta position as we wanted. Now, but the thing is, I didn't want this group, I wanted ethyl group. So somehow I have to convert this group to ethyl group. And the very famous uncommon reaction as we used before, C double bond O is converted to CS2 in one step. Not in one step, in one reaction by Wolff-Kishner reduction, where you use hydrazine in basic medium, NaOH or KOH, any strong base. So what it does is it converts, it takes away this oxygen as H2O, as water. That is done in Clemmensen reduction. It goes away via addition reaction with hydrazine, which we haven't done yet, so we will not bother ourselves over the mechanism. Somehow this oxygen goes away, that goes away as water, but you get C double bond N, and then that gets converted to N2 gas. Then again that's a very good living group, and this leaves off, bringing 2 hydrogen on this carbon instead of 1 oxygen. So this double bond O is converted to 2 single bond H. So all you have to do is you have to remove this oxygen and add 2 hydrogen instead. So that will result in ethyl group. The mechanism is important. We'll be seeing this mechanism at the right place. For the time being, just for the sake of the conversion, you have to know this, and please don't get repulsed by a new reaction even if you don't know the mechanism. Find it, be aggressive over the reaction, know the reactant, know the product, know the reagent. Mechanism, as you learn, then you'll feel good. You already knew it, and now you are knowing the mechanism. But don't worry and don't get repulsed why I'm using it over and over again, because this is an important reaction, and to deal with this kind of conversion we have to. There's no other option. So this is Wolff-Kishner reduction. This will convert C double bond O to CS2, and this is how we will get this product. So this is sufficiently tough and good problem for this topic, and this will complete the directing effect. There are other problems to be practiced. There's no limit to the number of problem you can practice, but this will broadly complete the whole concept of directing effect in a real sense. So this will bring up a complete sense of completeness of the topic. Now you can pick up any book and you can try out any problems. First I'll suggest you solve NCERT and then you go ahead. Theory part has been covered and now you have to practice certain problems, and I will giving you the problems in the next lecture as tutorial. And before that I'll suggest you read a book, and in case you have a problem you listen to the lecture again. And I did my best to present things very simply and plainly, and if you read a book you'll have a better hand over it. And I suggest you, theory part has been covered, you don't need to read theory from anywhere else. Just pick a book and solve certain problems that will inculcate confidence in you. Thank you very much.